bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Wonder Woman. Hello everybody. Just showing off one of my Christmas presents. Dun, dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 Wonder Woman. Hello everybody, welcome. This is Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to do our weekly sacred pipe ceremony tonight. I am trying to ground because I just finished not too long ago with a client and ended up doing a soul retrieval and different things, so I wasn't expecting that. So I'm kind of grounding, releasing, already smudged and everything, but I'm going to put my phone down. Obviously, we are inside, as you can see. We are in my office. If you were here last week, I actually went outside. I was down at the river for winter solstice, and we did a little solstice ceremony within the pipe ceremony. And if you weren't here, you can still see it on my YouTube channel, Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. And it was it was kind of an awkward ceremony last week because I was kind of unprepared. I can't remember what was going on, but part of it was, you know, getting to the river on time after being here all day. And no, I wasn't here anyway. But we did a special ceremony last week where I had fabric and string to make prayer ties. So we did a couple of prayer ties where I took a pinch of tobacco, held it up to the camera, and had everybody blow their intentions in of what they wanted to release from at this point, and then took a pinch of cornmeal and had people blow their intentions in for what they wanted to find in the new year, etc. So I thought about doing something like that tonight and realized it'd be kind of redundant, but so if you're interested in that, it was last week's sacred pipe ceremony. It's on my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. It was outside. It was glorious. There was snow on the ground. At the river. And I kind of stumbled through a few things. Coyote was in fine form. Forgot the words of one of the prayers, and it was all good. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending some time with me every week. I always look so forward to this. So what am I missing? Aha! Boom. I was at the river last night doing pipe ceremony, and it wasn't raining when I got there, but it was downpouring by the time I left. And so I had to go through and make sure everything was dry. I had to hang everything up last night, dry it out. And can I just say how much I love my drum, because even though my drum was soaked and cold at the end of doing ceremony last night, it still sounded like a drum. It was amazing. I think it's because it's the moose skin. And I think the thickness of the hide makes a difference. So anyway, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Patrick. I am your friendly neighborhood shaman. And every week we do sacred pipe ceremony. I started doing this back at the beginning of the pandemic as a way to give people, with all the unpredictability and unknowns in the world at that time and all of the questions and nothing, there was like no solid ground to stand on. I thought, as a pipe carrier, as a shaman, my job is to help people find that solid ground. And so since we couldn't meet in person, I started doing these videos every week on Facebook, just to give people a place to come once a week in the middle of the week, to let the world off of their shoulders, to forget about everything else that's going on and just connect to spirit, find some alignment, find some stillness, find some peace amongst the chaos. And so I've been doing this for almost 3 years-ish, something like that. And I love it. So, and I appreciate everyone who has been here since the beginning, that you're still, that perseverance, sticking with me throughout the whole thing. And thank you for the new people that pop up and have discovered me. I appreciate that. And on that note, feel free to share these videos with others, anyone that you think might benefit from them. I just really enjoy this time, and even if I weren't doing the video, I would still be doing the ceremony on my own. So it's nice to share it, and there's a difference when I'm doing it on my own and when I'm doing it with others. Even though I can't see you, I can feel you. Your energy is palpable here. And even if you're watching this way down the line, a year or 2 years from now, your energy is felt right here and right now. So the first thing we're going to do, as we do before any ceremony, is we are going to set sacred space. We're going to call in the elements and the spirits to hold space around us. And we're inside, so got a nice virtual fire going. I got Bernard, the white tiger, standing guard as well. So we're just going to call in the spirits, drum in the spirits and the elements to hold that sacred space around us, to give us a space within to breathe, within to do our work, because we don't have to be hyper vigilant about what's out there, what's coming at us, or anything like that. So spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, and the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Oh. All right. Whew. Always feel so much better after setting that space. So for those of you who might be new, who have never been to a pipe ceremony, or at least to one of mine, let me do a quick little tutorial. So this is the sacred pipe, a sacred pipe. The original pipe was brought to the Lakota people 19 generations ago, and that pipe is actually held by the current keeper of the White Buffalo pipe, Arvel looking horse. This is a pipe from that, based on the tradition of the Lakota people, when White Buffalo Calf Woman brought the pipe and taught the people how to smoke it, how to honor it. Gave a total of like 7 ceremonies where the pipe was the center. The pipe itself is like church. It's an altar. When we put the pipe together, it's the combination of the divine masculine in the stem and the divine feminine in the bowl. So we put it together, and it invokes all of creation. And it basically opens a channel straight to Creator. Kind of like that saying in the Bible about when 2 or more are present. It's like putting the pipe together is a giant prayer. As soon as we put it together, it is exponentially more powerful to pray. Whatever you like, while we're in this space, when I put the pipe together, until I take it apart, is one giant prayer. So pay attention to your thoughts. Don't try to keep out the bad ones or anything like that. Just pay attention and do your best to, like Abraham Hicks says, reach for the better feeling thought. If a thought feels restrictive and small, reach for one that feels less restrictive, that feels a little more free. Because, like I said, that those thoughts and our intentions and our prayers, they go straight to Source. And and we also like to pray in gratitude for the things as if we've already received them. Like, thank you now that I have vibrant, good health, or shiny new car, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Because actually, it's not the objects that we are praying for. It's the feelings that those objects bring up in us. Having those objects is a reflection of feelings within us, and it's those feelings that we're trying to manifest. It's those feeling of safety, the feeling of confidence, the feeling of strength, curiosity, enthusiasm, whatever it is. It's the feeling that we are actually praying for, not the object. So anyway, what it looks like, the ceremony, I will say a prayer asking permission to smoke in this place at this time, and I will put the pipe together. Before I do any of that, I will light some sage, and I will smudge everything here on my altar, including the pipe. Then pray for permission, put the pipe together. Then I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl, and that part has prayers that I say out loud. So you'll hear that as I'm offering the tobacco and then putting it in the pipe. And then after that, there is a song my guides gave me to sing before each ceremony. So I will sing that, then I will light the pipe, and I will offer the pipe into the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, in a circle for all our relations, to Creator, and then I will hold it with the stem to my forehead, the bowl to my heart, for a moment of silent prayer, blowing smoke blessings to each of those. And then when I come back, relight the pipe if I need to, and then I will take a big old puff of smoke and I will blow it straight at my camera. And when I do that, at that point, that is when you think your biggest, bestest thoughts, pray your biggest, bestest prayers, set your biggest intentions, because that is a blessing coming through from my heart, through the smoke, through my camera, through the magic of the internet and the holographic universe, through whatever device you're watching this on, to your heart. Then I will continue to blow breath blessings for intentions of my own, for intentions others have asked me to pray for. And when you see me blowing out a puff of smoke, feel free to attach your prayers and your intentions. It's the smoke of the tobacco that carries our prayers to Great Spirit. Then when I feel like we're complete, I'll say another prayer. I will take the pipe. I will sing a song, and I will take the pipe apart. And that'll be the end of the ceremony. And then we'll talk. Then I'll probably chat a little bit, whatever my guides want me to talk about. So I think that's it. So we've already set sacred space. So I'm going to. My matchbox got really misshapen because it got wet. Matches are okay. It was just the outside that got wet and then squished into my pipe bag, and it still works. All right. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Aho. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tawabin, Shanadisi, Majikiwis, and Wabus. There is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations, come smoke with us. Creator, Earth Mother, Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors. May all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo calf woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane. Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane. Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for our paths. Thank you for lighting our way through the darkness, helping us to find the light within us, to shine forth in the world. Thank you for who we have been, for who we have become, and for who we are becoming. Aho. Ihi-la-ihi-ho, 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 ihi, ihi, ihi-la-ihi-ho, 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 ihi. Now, Oofda. Wow. I love being able to share this with people. Such an honor and privilege. This is the most sacred space, the most sacred ceremony I know of. And I was raised Catholic, so I was raised with ritual and ceremony, and then turned pagan again, lots of ceremony and ritual, and this is by far the most sacred ceremony that I know of. And it is a calling. It's like being a shaman. You don't decide to be a shaman. You don't decide to be a pipe carrier. The spirits call you to do so. And it's such an honor. I feel so grateful. And with great power comes great responsibility. These kind of things. I heard someone say one time that it's not so much that you carry the pipe, but that the pipe carries you. And it's amazing how much my life has changed since I found my pipe and carved my bowl and everything. So yeah. I don't know what else I'm going to say, but I really just, was it last week or the week before, I've been doing ceremony, and White Buffalo Cap Woman, the one who originally brought the original pipe, is one of my spirit guides. Probably my most active spirit guide. And I was doing ceremony, and I asked her a question, and she came and I was talking with her, and it was so interesting because I tend to isolate myself. I tend to feel like unconnected and like wanting to have friends, and I have tons of friends, but then there's always that part of me. I was always the one left out, the last chosen for sides, all of that kind of thing. And so there's still this little bit of me that when somebody shows generosity and caring for me. It's like, oh my God, I forgot that people really actually like me, right? And I know that probably rings true for a lot of people watching this, probably kind of in the same boat. And so I still do that. Like, I forget to receive love. You know, I'm my job is to love. That is my job. That is my job, mission, my description, whatever. Love. And I forget about the receiving part of it. And what better time than Christmas time, solstice time, the birth of the light, the birth of the sun, to be given, to be able to receive, right? So anyway, so I was talking with White Buffalo Calf Woman, and I don't remember exactly what she said, but rather than going to my head, it went straight to my heart. God, I'm gonna start crying. And I was like, oh my God, you really love me. It's like, oh my God, you're not just some archetypal mental construction, blah, 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 but I can feel the love. And I just started crying. And even as Valerie, my fiance, was like, even that night when we talked on the phone, I was still crying because to be able to feel, to be able to receive that love is amazing. To know that you're loved, to know that you're seen, to know that you matter. And then, just because that wasn't quite enough, and I'm sitting there, all of a sudden I saw an eyeball of a horse. I was so close that I couldn't see the entire head, but I saw this eye. And then it backed off a little bit so I could see the horse. And I have a horse spirit guide, power animal, but he's white and this horse was brown. And I'm like, okay, so you're not Wind Dancer. Who are you? And it turned out it was this horse named Charlie Horse, that I had actually done a soul retrieval for. That this horse belonged to a friend, and apparently if a possum poop gets into horse feed, it's really toxic for horses. It will have neurological consequences, and the horse was really, really sick and going through like mental distress and whole personality change and stuff. And so I worked with him. I did a soul retrieval for him and helped nurture him through the process. And he's like over in on the East Coast someplace, so I've never actually met him in person. But after being enveloped by that love from White Buffalo Calf Woman, and then Charlie came, and I'm like, what did you come for? And he was like, I just came to thank you. And again, it was that wave of love. And it was just this entire heart-opening experience. And it occurred to me for maybe the first time, and I don't mean this to come from an ego place. I'm not trying to hoot my own horn, but it opened me up to feel the difference that I have made in the world. all the people that I have affected through my work. And it was just amazing. You never think, oh, that's just little old me, and oh, good, that person felt better after talking to me, or I did a healing and they felt more grounded, or they felt more energized or more empowered or whatever. Yay! But I've never opened up to feel the difference I've made in the world. And I really hope that's not coming across as like, look at me, I'm so cool, or anything like that. But when I experience things like that, I know I'm not doing it just for my own sake. I mean, yes, it was this huge awakening. I'm getting teary-eyed just recalling it and feeling it all over again. But whatever I experience, one of the first things White Buffalo Calf Woman ever told me back 15-ish years ago when I first started connecting with her was, she said, your path is to be shared. So everything I experience is for me, and also for the people that support me, that I support. And so you make a difference in this world just by being here, not even by anything you necessarily do. There is more love available than you can even imagine. You have affected people's lives that you don't even know. And the world is a better place because you are here. Know that yeah, thank you, Feather. That's exactly it. You have to see your place as the hollow bone so you can see how important the work is for Creator. That's exactly it. In shamanism, we talk about the goal is to become the hollow bone, that we become the eyes, the voice, the hands of spirit moving through us. And so the better you get at shamanic work, it's really the better you are at getting out of the way and trusting spirit to come through. And I'm going to start crying. And I never really thought of that before you said that, Feather. Thank you. It is important to know, because otherwise, like, well, am I really doing anything? You know, that whole imposter syndrome thing, getting in front of a client laying in front of you, and you're going to be doing energy work and retrieving parts of their soul. It's like, who the hell am I to be doing this kind of thing? But then it's, who am I not to? It's like, that is my calling. And to actually feel that really does help validate that I am on the right path. Not that I've had any doubts. Well, I do have doubts from time to time. I feel like, what if I am just making all this stuff up? But realizing just that thought that the world is a better place because I'm here, and that goes for you as well. Oh, thank you, Feather. There's that meme, and it just came up on my feed again recently. There's this little girl and this big giant bear, and the little girl, like, the bear is bowing, like kind of bowing his head down to her, and she's got her hand on his forehead, or actually on the crown of his head, and what it says underneath is, if you knew, something along the lines, if you knew how much help, if you knew who was standing beside you, you would never be afraid again. And so, thank you for listening to me. Thank you. That's what when we do these ceremonies together, I feel your energy. I feel that love. And I'm not just making that up. And I'm not saying things just to make you feel better or just to like, you can do it. You know, I'm like coming from a place of connection, of love. And that's when I, like every time I close, I say, I love you, I see you, I honor you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's namaste. It's the divine in me, seeing the divine in you. And you are powerful beyond measure. You have no idea what influences you have, how many people's lives you have touched, and how much help and love is available to you. I'm not even sure what to say more because it's so simple. It's love. Love is everything. Everything is love. And you can't, love is here. You can't think yourself to enlightenment. You have to love yourself to remembering who you truly are. And I guess that is my job, to remind you of who you are. I have my own trials. I have my own stuff I'm dealing with. I have issues coming up all the time. But through all of that, shamanism has been such a gift to me because it's because of shamanism that I've had to face all my issues. And that sounds like I'm done, like there's no more to do. But that's not what I'm saying. But shamanism, like when you're a shaman, it's like you will have your fears brought to you on a silver platter to deal with. And at the same time, it's shamanism that gives me that light at the end of the tunnel, even when I'm going through the darkest of times, that I'm okay. No matter what's going on around me, no matter what I'm doing, I am safe, I am divine, I am light, I am love. And that is you as well, because I am just a reflection of you. You're watching this, you have created this video, you have called me, and we've made this connection through time and space. And I am here as a reflection, seeing the divine in you, feeling the divine in you. And in physics, especially quantum physics, it's perception is the key. The observer is the one that helps to create the results of an experiment. I've talked often about the double slit experiment, about the scientists took a couple of boards or sheets of something, whatever, and on the first one they put 2 slits in it, and then they shone light through those slits to see if light was a wave or a particle. If it was a wave, it would go through both. If it was a particle, it would go through either one or the other. The thing was, it depended on what they were looking for. If they were looking for a wave, it acted like a wave. If they were looking for particles, it acted like a particle. Nothing else in the experiment changed except the expectations of the observer. And Your life is a co-creation. You are intimately connected to the creation of your experiences, of what you find. Not to say that you're in control of everything and why did that happen? I didn't manifest that. But as we grow and our frequency naturally rises, we draw to ourselves those things. Number one, those things that can no longer fit in our energy. When we're raising our energy, the lower things that used to keep us safe no longer apply. They can't exist in that higher frequency. That's why they come up in our face. And they're coming up just to be acknowledged, to be felt, to be released. And so as you raise your frequency, you draw to yourself different experiences. It might not look exactly the way you planned it or what you thought it would look like. Again, like I said at the very beginning of this video, when we're manifesting things, it's not actually the objects that we're manifesting, it's the feeling that those objects reflect in us. It's the presence of that object make us feel a certain way, but that feeling isn't coming from that object. Even if it's another person, even if you're talking love, relationship, etc., that feeling is not originating from the other. That feeling is originating in you. It's already been within you. And that object or that person helps. It becomes a mirror and reflects for you the feelings that are already in your heart. So when we're manifesting things, a lot of times when the thing finally manifests, it's kind of old news for us, because to manifest it, we had to kind of feel what it would feel like to have that thing. And so the feeling is not connected to the thing, because we can create that feeling within us without that object being present. We can imagine what it feels like, the relief of having that thing or that situation or that person or whatever it is. So the power is inside of you. And it's all about remembering who we are, remembering that we are love, that the only power in the universe is love. It's not about good and evil. It's not two things banging heads trying to figure out who's going to win at the end of the universe. And it's not love versus evil. It's not two equal forces banging heads. Love is the only power. Fear, it's about love and fear, but they're not equally powerful forces. Fear is the perceived, there we have with the perception again, the perceived absence of love. Fear is separation. And the reality and the truth of it is that love is always there. We just have to remember it. We have to see it, no matter what is going on. Everything, the universe will use whatever is in front of you to bring you home. Whatever is happening right now, whatever is in front of you, there is a doorway there to remembering your true power, your true essence, the light that you are. Like my client, the client I had just before this, I was telling her all of those things. You are divine. You are a spirit having a human experience. You're already whole. You're already high frequency. You don't have to do anything to earn those things. It's already within you. And she was like, well, I'm going to take your word for it. And I'm like, please do. That's my job. I'm here to remind you of that light within you, of that love within you, that you are powerful beyond measure, that you are connected to everything in the universe, that you matter. That when I say I see you, that's what I see. And it's the divine in me that allows me to see that in you, whether you can see it or not. And so, whatever you see in me, I am not the origin of those feelings. I am not the origin of any of that. I am a mirror. And what you see, whatever you get out of these ceremonies, it's nothing I'm doing to instill that in you. It's not coming from on high. It's already in part of you. It's intrinsically part of your essence. So, okay. Wow. Not what I had planned on talking about tonight. But again, deepest gratitude. Thank you so much for supporting me in my work as I support you. It's a win-win. It's a mutual healing. And I appreciate you so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I think, yep, it's about time to finish off. So thank you again for joining me. I will share this video to my Facebook page, and I will also, again, upload it to my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. So you can watch it again if you came in late or something, or you want to watch it again just to recenter, to feel all this again. And I've got 2.5+ years of videos of these ceremonies on my YouTube channel, available for you at any time. If you need to reconnect, if you need to feel stillness, you don't have to wait till just a Wednesday night. You can do that anytime. And if you need other help shamanically, I am here for you. You can visit my website at perchingwolfstudios.net and see all the readings and the healings and classes. I'm going to have a number of new classes coming up in the new year. So you can see all about that there. You can like my Facebook page, because I always post the stuff there as well. And please share this video if there are others that you might think might get something from it. Please, please, please feel free to share. Tag them in the comments, or just share it in Messenger, whatever. I think that is it for now, right? So, gonna drum out the elements and the spirits, thank them for holding space for us so that we could do our work. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, and the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Oh. Oof. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for the love I feel coming back to me. Hey, Wonder Woman heart, look at my t-shirt. I don't know if you noticed. my friend Wonder Woman Heart. I will reply to your comment. I saw it, but I didn't. It's longer than I can read right here. And I didn't get into it because that would seriously make me cry. And so I'm going to go read it and answer you and cry later in a little bit. So thank you, my friend. So everyone have a fabulous new year. Dream big. Remember, you are the power in your life. All of it. I love you. I see you. And I honor you. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful New Year's. Go shining, everybody. Thank you. Bye.